Morning, Bradley Bears. Welcome back to Bbtv, and here are your morning announcements. The newest edition of the Bradley Growl has now dropped. Go to bit.ly/Bradley Growl or scan one of the various QR codes around the campus. Bradley Bears. The Bremen-Dor varsity dance team is the feature group at MacArthur. The Bremen-Dors perform at all varsity football games, as well as the designated athletic and special events. The dance team promotes school spirit, competes locally and nationally, and attends mandatory practices, camps, clinics, and community events. The mandatory meeting will be held on March 8th at 6 p.m. in the cafeteria. Tryout packets are due by 4:30 p.m. on March 21st. The mandatory workshop will be held on March 28th through the 30th. Tryouts will be on March 31st. Hope to see you there.
You may be wondering why we celebrate women's history. Well, one reason is because most of the time, history is really his story. Over the years, much of history has been written by men, about men, and for men. In fact, about half the people in the world are women. But at the moment, less than 1% of written history is about women. That's a big difference. But it makes sense because in many subjects, we learn more about the accomplishments of men than women. In American history,
the Founding Fathers. These men built and created America.
The Founding Fathers are important. But what about the Founding Mothers, who also helped create and build America? Inventors?
The Wright brothers. These men invented the first successful airplane.
Yes, but what about the great inventions made by women? Civil rights?
Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. These men led the civil rights movement.
But hundreds of women also led the way. This picture of America is his story, but his story is not the whole story. For every history-making man, there is at least one history-making woman. That's why it's important to also learn her story. It also reminds us, once we add her story to his story, together we can learn our story. Let's talk. Why do you think we learn so little about women in history? Is it important to learn more? Why or why not? What can you do to learn more about women who did great things?
This quote means that when you're reading, you go into your own space and everything around you goes away. So you should go to the school library and get yourself a book to read.
3 things on my desk. 3 things on my desk. 3 things on my desk.
Hello, who are you?
I'm Miss Ryan. I'm cabin coordinator in Texas history.
What are 3 things on your desk?
3 things on my desk. One are our new howdy stickers that we pass out to our field trippers when they show up for the cabin. Another one is my Sasquatch. I love going to Washington, and I got this one at Mount St. Helens, which is my favorite volcano right now. Kind of into volcanoes. And then my last thing my kids told me that I need to show is my FBI hat, because in class sometimes we have to go undercover, like, are you texting? And then if they are and they say they're not, it's a case for the FBI.
Thank you. This is an entirely normal deck of cards, front and back, a standard poker deck. Now, I'm going to ask my volunteer to shuffle the cards. William. Are you satisfied with the shuffle? Yes. I'm going to ask you one thing, that pick your card. Card, any card? Okay, so look at it, memorize it, and show the audience. Okay, so now, place it face down right here. Okay, so now, I'm gonna need you, last thing, cut the deck. Just a simple shuffle, won't take as much time as the other one. Okay, so now, I have not seen your card, you shuffled the deck beforehand, and I've shown it's a completely normal deck of cards. So now, I have one final question. Is this your card? Yes.
Thank you. That's amazing.
Thank you. Well, that was his card, right?
Yes.
Congratulations, Coach Cornwell, on 8th grade girls first place in the district.
Thank you.
How do you think this season went by?
The season I thought went very well. We didn't win every single line or every single match, but we had some top players that played very well for us this year, and we had a lot of beginning players that also learned quite a bit this last 3 or 4 months, and so I'm very proud of how everyone played, how everyone competed. It was a lot of fun watching it, even through some of the bad weather days we had with the ice days. We were able to come back and play at a high level, so I'm very proud of everybody.
What are your favorite memories from the tennis season?
There's a couple. Probably the practices. They were really fun. Sometimes pretty sure on one of the warm-ups after high knees, we did the gritty. That was fun. And we just kind of cut up sometimes and told some jokes. And at the same time, we were able to get good drills in and good tennis court time in. And I really felt close to the kids. I enjoyed coaching them. And then my second one was probably seeing one of our top players, Ryan Sully, beat one of the girls in the Champs tournament back in December. She was from Garner. And it went down to a tie break, and Ryan overcame and played really hard and won. So it was a good moment for her, I think, too. And then also our girls doubles teams in 7th grade, Stella and Emily going pretty far. That was a good memory.
Thank you, Coach Cornwell.
You're welcome.
Once again, congratulations.
Okay, the random question of the day is, where's the best place to go on vacation? Disneyland.
Oh, the Bahamas.
Disney World. The beach.
Here we are, back at the factory. Oh, there comes in the truck. Could that be little Timmy? There he is, calling for help. Hopefully the two people see him. What? I'm not even gonna ask. Going to the Airplane Express? Ouch, he must hit his head hard. He's really good at jumping. Oh, pulls lever. Oh, and he
has a head and a tail, but no legs.
A penny.
Has a head and a tail, but no legs.
A quarter.
A head and a tail, but no legs.
Me.